everyone to Trinity Baptist College Eagles Gymnasium for tonight's game. Before we started with our normal introduction process, we're going to have a ceremony honoring tonight's seniors. This is senior night, and it's also Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to everyone. And we'll get started with our senior ceremony first. Players, yeah, just go ahead and have a seat real quick over here. Coaches, go ahead and hand out the flowers there. Okay. And if we could go ahead and bring the first frame out. Okay. Our first senior that we are honoring tonight is number 3, Brandon Tucker. He's a 6'4" guard from Akron, Ohio. He's been a team captain. He's the son of Stella Hudson, who is his mom, who passed away a couple of years ago, actually during the season, and it's something a journey that we walked through with Brandon and supporting him during that tragic time. He was very resilient during that time and just continued to give his best efforts to his team. So in place of his mom and to honor his mom, he's being escorted tonight by our associate head coach, Karim Shepard. Brandon and Karim have developed a very close relationship, and he asked him if he would stand with him during this time. Brandon played high school basketball at Akron-Bookville High School, one of the top programs in the city of Akron, Ohio. He played for Coach Steve White and graduated in 2014. I heard about Brandon through my mutual friend, John Saucier, who's the president of Team Jam Ministries. And John called me up one day and said, hey, I got a young man that I think would be a great fit and would excel in a Christian college environment. Brandon matriculated to TBC the following fall. He claimed a starting role midway through his freshman campaign and has started every game that he has appeared in for the next 4 seasons. Tucker quickly gained a reputation as one of the best defenders in the NCCAA. As his career progressed, he also became a great 3-shooter and developed into a reliable scoring threat. He has been honored as an NCCAA first-team all-region selection and honorable mention. He is most proud that TBC has gone 7-1 against our rival PCC during his tenure. Brandon is a sports management major, and his favorite professor is Dr. Beamer. After graduation, he will pursue a career in professional basketball. His life verse is Romans 8:18. And when you understand his story and everything that he's been through as a young man who is now kind of on his own without parents in his life, it's an amazing verse. He says, for I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Tucker. Senior is number 1, Marcus Dixon. Marcus is escorted by his cousin, Naima Dixon. Marcus is a 6'5" forward. He's a team captain. He's the son of Marcus Dixon Sr. and Janetta Dixon of Jacksonville, Florida. Marcus played at Gene Ribault High School for head coach Dale Green, graduating in 2014. He matriculated to TBC in the fall of 2015 and became a starter during his freshman season, a role he would not relinquish during his 4-year career. His best games include an 18-point, 12-rebound performance at Columbia International his freshman year, a 22-point, 7-rebound performance at Piedmont International and a big win up there his sophomore year. That was also his career high for points, a 19-point, 11-rebound performance last year versus PCC. He's really become a reliable double-double guy for us and just a tremendous young man and a great performer. Marcus has been honored multiple times during his TBC career. In addition to, weekly honor rolls and things of that nature, he has been selected to the All-Freshman team, second team All-Region, 2-time honorable mention team, and was a 2016 NIT All-American. Marcus is an interdisciplinary studies major His favorite professor is Mr. Gary Judd. He is on course to graduate in May and plans to become a basketball coach at the high school or college level. Marcus claims Philippians 4:13 as his life verse. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulate Mr. Marcus Dixon.
Matchup features the Sons from Johnson University versus your very own Trinity Baptist College Eagles. If everyone could please stand for the opening prayer, followed by the national anthem.
Before we introduce our teams, we have a gift for certain people. Go ahead, gentlemen, hand out our roses. We want to wish everybody a very happy Valentine's Day. And my good friend, Coach Craig Wilson, the head coach at Johnson, this is his idea. And they brought some up as well. They've already handed those out. But we wanted to give an opportunity for our guys to hand theirs out real quick. Coach, great idea. Appreciate you. And happy Valentine's Day to everyone.
Starting lineups for Johnson University. Number 0, Philip Legrier. Number 2, Anthony Young. Number 5, Garrett Jones. Number 20, Mitchell Bass. And number 30, Cedric Green. Now for the starting lineups for your very own Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Number 1, Marcus Dixon. Number 3, Brandon Tucker. Number 5, Nick Baskin Jr. Number 10, Chandler Willow. And number 24, Rodney Robinson.
evening, everybody. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles. I'm Ray Bureau, and Dean Bureau is our cameraman as we are getting ready for the regular season finale for Trinity Baptist College men's basketball. The Eagles are taking on the Suns from Johnson University of Florida, who are going to play Bob Jones University at Greenville this coming Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. It is senior night here at Trinity Gymnasium. Hopefully you were able to catch Marcus Dixon and Brandon Tucker getting their honors before the game. If you missed it or just want to see it again, when this ball game is over, just go right back to the beginning of this live feed and watch Coach Jones honor his two seniors on the court. Eagles win the opening tip, and this ball game is underway. Johnson University at 8-19 on the season, but 6-2 in South Region play as Baskin takes the first shot. It does not go. They're coming off a 97-79 win over Trinity College of Florida back on February 8th, the last time the Suns took the court. These two teams met in Kissimmee on January 19th. Johnson University won that ball game 78-67. There's a steal by Robinson. One-on-one against the Greer, who lets Robinson get that layup. Good job by the Greer not to pick up that very early foul, and the Eagles get on the board first. Trinity Baptist 12-15 overall, 6-5 in South Region play. They have lost 4 of their last 5 ball games, fell to Trinity College this past Tuesday night by 6 points. This ball goes out of bounds, and the Suns will inbound right near their own scoring goal with a chance to tie it up. In case you're just joining us, you haven't missed much. The ball game started a little late. Senior ceremony for Dixon and Tucker. And only a minute 5 is ticked off the clock so far. Eagles got the first basket, a layup from Rodney Robinson. That's LeGreer who gets it outside the green. 3-point shot is good. Anthony Young with the basket, and the Suns are on the board. 3-0. Again, ball game just underway. That was Anthony Young, who averages 15.23 points per game, putting the Suns ahead by 1. Rivers with the pass. Didn't have the shot, but he found Robinson right underneath. And the Eagles have reclaimed the lead 4-2. Young once again with the ball. This time that's a 2-point shot. Already Young with 5 points. Robinson with 4, and that's been all the scoring so far. Young hit that 3 a moment ago, 35% from beyond the arc. There's Tucker for 3. That one no good. A brand new net put on the right side of the court just before this ball game started. That's a pull-up jumper from Jones. It does not go, and Robinson comes away with the basketball up the left side of the court. Robinson has his pass taken away. Garrett Jones with the steal. Philip LeGreer almost lost the ball, able to reclaim the possession, and Baskin swats it out of bounds. It'll stay Suns ball. No. Now the official says it hit off LeGreer, so the Eagles have possession, trailing by 1. 17:30 left in the half. 5-4 in favor of Johnson, and a 3 and a 2 on Anthony Young, and 2 baskets, layups from Rodney Robinson. That's Robinson with the ball outside the arc. He finds Rivers. Rivers feeds Baskin, and they work it to the left side. Tucker back to Baskin. 3-point shot from the top. Falls short. Tucker gets another opportunity. This one a little bit too strong, but Dixon is there with the rebound. Marcus Dixon, excellent rebounder for Coach Jones and the Eagles. Ball worked back to Rivers on the right side. Baskin, pull-up jumper. It's good from just inside the paint. Eagles missed Nick Baskin this last Tuesday night and the previous Saturday with flu symptoms. He's back on the court and now on the scoreboard here tonight against Johnson. Eagles trying to gain a split of this season series. There's a 3-point shot, and in and out of the hands of Mitchell Bass, who averages 2.68 points per game. Getting a start here tonight for Coach Craig Wilsman, and that is Robinson with the power move inside. Already Robinson with 6 of the 8 points for the Eagles. That's LeGrier to the hole. Layup does not go. Dixon pulls down the rebound. And the Eagles leading by 3, looking for an opportunity to extend it a little bit more. Baskin guarded by Young. Goes to the left side and finds Dixon at the baseline. Dixon inside the paint, hits Rivers. He runs the baseline. 1-on-2 and a jump ball. Mitchell Bass and Cedric Green got hands on the ball, and the Suns have the arrow after Trinity Baptist won the opening tip-off. Hello, Mr. Robert Herrera. Congratulating Marcus and Brandon on their senior night. In case you missed it, the Lady Eagles defeated Johnson University 81-40 earlier this evening. Madison O'Day, player of the game with 25 points. Melanie Newton had 17. And we have a whistle over near the Eagles bench. And the Eagles will inbound. No foul, just an inbound. Chandler Rivers trying to get around Young, unable to do so, but he backs it up to Baskin, and the Eagles work the ball to the left corner. Dixon running the baseline, layup off the rim, and rebounded by Green. Cedric Green averages 7.3 points per game. There's LeGrier. He feeds his teammate Mitchell Bass, and Bass on the board. It is 8-7. Trinity Baptist leads by 1. Very fast-paced action so far in the first 5+ minutes. Dixon guarded by Green over near the corner. Tucker at the top. Robinson for 3. It is too strong, but Dixon's right there. Second chance. Stayed on the rim for a moment and then dropped into the cylinder, and Dixon is on the board, and the Eagles' lead is back up to 3. Lady Eagles with that big 41-point win earlier tonight, a big South Region win, making them 3-8 in South Region play. Again, Madison O'Day, 25 points, and the Eagles came away with the big win. Lady Eagles have played some very good basketball in their last few ball games. There's a shot. That was Jones. It did not go. LeGrier gets the ball from the corner, hits the three-point shot, and we are tied at 10. Phil LeGrier, 16 points per game. And from three-point range, he's also done a very good job as well. On the stats page are some of the Suns players listed more than once, so it might be difficult to tell exactly which one is the more accurate of the two. Brandon Tucker goes to the baseline, powers his way inside, and gets the layup, putting the Eagles back out in front by a score of 12-10. That pass to LeGrier underneath, turnaround jump shot, fadeaway does not go. Dixon with the rebound, and the Eagles with possession have a chance to extend a current 2-point lead. They've led by 3 a couple of times, and Brandon Tucker will draw the foul. That'll be the first on Mitchell Bass. And Tucker, a 70% free throw shooter on the season, has the game's first foul shots of the night. First of 2 for Tucker is good. And the Eagles lead up to 3. Patrick Jackson and Ross Freeman now in for Coach Jones. Rivers and Robinson will head off to the sidelines. Tucker hit his first, and there are 4 Eagles back near midcourt ready for defense. They'll give up the rebound, but Tucker makes sure that doesn't even happen. He goes 2 for 2, and the Eagles lead by 4. Biggest lead for either team so far. Still very early, only 7 minutes into this one. And the ball stripped away by Tucker. Jackson also knocked it, but LeGrier picked it up, took the 3. That ball nearly bounced in after the initial shot from LeGrier. Freeman pulled down the rebound, and the Eagles very quickly get it up court. Jackson is blocked by Cedric Green. It's out of bounds. It's still Eagles basketball with 23 on the shot clock. Ray McLeod now checking in for Mitchell Bass. McLeod averaging 10.5 points per game. He is a junior from Great Mills High School in Great Mills, Maryland. Crowd still coming in. We expect it to be jam-packed before long. Eagles with a 4-point lead early on. Dixon, pull-up jumper from 10 feet. That's his second basket. He has 4, and it's a 6-point lead now for TBC. Both these teams very capable of putting on extended runs, so if either team maintains a big lead, don't rest on it because the opposition is very good at coming back. That is Anthony Young. Pull-up jumper guarded by Baskin. No good. Baskin with the rebound off the floor. Gets through 3 defenders. Now 5. And the layup. Nick Baskin. It's going to be tough to beat the play for the rest of the night. Why not call that the play of the game so far? He went through all 5 Suns defenders and got the layup to drop. And Coach Craig Wilsman calls the first timeout. It's a 30 with the score. Trinity 18, Johnson 10. This is the Eagles' final regular season game. Johnson University still has one left at Bob Jones University. That is at Bob Jones in Greenville. And then the men's South Region tournament is at Johnson University down in Kissimmee. Right now, the current seedings go as follows. Trinity Baptist is number 1, Johnson number 2. That could and will very likely flip if Johnson wins this game tonight. Bob Jones, number 3. Now, Southeastern Baptist would have the number 4 seed, but they are ineligible for postseason play. Toccoa Falls is number 5, Pensacola number 6, and Trinity College of Florida bringing up the rear. They may not be able to play in the tournament next week, however. And a whistle as Green goes toward the basket, and a foul called against Ross Freeman. That is his first team foul number 1 for the Eagles. 18-10, Trinity Baptist leads, 11:50 left in the half. Bunch of balloons marking senior night in my way of the scoreboard to the left side, so hopefully I can peek around those balloons, but Nick Baskin just peeked around the defense again and got his 3rd basket of the night. But before I could even write that down, Phil LeGrier was able to answer with a layup of his own. 2 very quick transitions, 1 for each team. The Eagles lead is back at 8. Led by 10 just a moment ago, right before LeGrier answered the layup from Baskin. This ball's out of bounds, and it is going to be Suns basketball with a chance to cut the deficit down a little bit. Robinson back in. Chandler Rivers heading onto the court as well. Baskin and Dixon will head off. So for Trinity, right now it's Rivers, Jackson, Freeman, Tucker, and Robinson. For the Suns, McLeod, Green, Young, Jones, and LeGrier. That power move by McLeod does not fall, but he gets a second chance, and he will go to the line for a couple of free throws. Looked like that was Ross Freeman again, and if so, that is foul number 2. And Ray McLeod will head to the free throw line. McLeod at 63% on the season, 43 out of 68. First of 2 is up and a little bit too strong. In that ball game down in Kissimmee on January 19th, Johnson University hit 94% of its free throws. You heard me correctly, 94%, 15 out of 16, and the Suns won that ball game by 9 points, or check that, 11 points. Free throw number 2, also good from McLeod, so he goes 1 for 2. These Suns can hit their free throws, 20-13 in favor of the Eagles, right at the 11-minute mark of the first half. Stephen Branch came on. He's in the corner. He's a terrific three-point shooter. Rivers for 3. It is a little too strong, but Robinson pulls down the rebound. He is stripped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Green lost his footing. He came up with the ball, but the Eagles will get possession once again. Green got the ball but could not maintain his balance. He falls out of bounds. Now the officials, I think they're going to talk about the shot clock. Yes, they're going to reset it, saying Green had established possession. So a fresh 30 seconds for Trinity Baptist. Quick pass. Rivers with the alley-oop. It does not go. The ball's just a tad out of the reach. LeGrier pulls up with the rebound, gets through a couple of defenders, and draws the foul on the layup attempt. That is number 1 on Patrick Jackson. So now Johnson with a chance to cut the deficit down to 5. Philip LeGrier at the line for the first time tonight. LeGrier 69% from the free throw line. Number 1, a little bit too strong. He hit that three-pointer a while ago. He's at about 1 out of every 3 opportunities from beyond the arc. 31% overall on the season. Free throw number 2 does not go, so he misses them both. Johnson 1 for 4 from the line in this first half. Trinity 2 for 2, both by Brandon Tucker. 10:28 still to play in the first half. We have not quite hit the halfway mark. Jackson a long three-pointer, too strong. Young with the rebound. And a quick transition past midcourt, then Young will slow it down. Now trying to go 1-on-2, a whistle and a push. And it looks like Rodney Robinson will be called for the foul. That is the correct call. Robinson disagrees, but that is his first team foul number 4. And that ball is on the floor before the shot, according to the Suns, and according to the officials. So Suns will inbound. Ray McLeod back in. Cedric Green off. Quick inbound pass up top to Bass. He feeds LeGrier. 3-point shot off the back of the rim and off the shot clock and out of bounds. Still haven't quite hit the halfway mark. We will in 3 more seconds. 2-1. 10 minutes left in the half. Jackson takes the pass, goes through 3. Layup, off the rim, 3 bounces and in. Patrick Jackson is on the board. He averages 6.8 points per game, but a couple of games ago he put 24 on the board in only 13 minutes of work. That was Friday night against Pensacola out west on I-10. LeGrier goes inside and Jackson strips him. Rivers also coming up from behind. The feed to Rivers, the dunk, no good. Second chance is good. Well, Rivers stayed with the ball. Great job on the recovery. Second chance was good. Rivers on the board. Make sure you stay with your shot, youngsters who are watching us here tonight. You could get a second chance, and now we have a jump ball. It is Eagles basketball with 9 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first half. Hello to Carlos Daniels watching us here on the YouTube feed. And Mr. Robert Herrera asking about Madison O'Day. Yes, she did get Player of the Game honors, 25 points in the women's game earlier this evening. Trinity Baptist won it 81-40. Now Johnson playing shorthanded. They played a lot of their games down the stretch with 5 players. They had 6 tonight, but they were without Sierra Threat as well, their leading scorer. Jackson for 3. It's good. 5 points for Jackson and a 14-point lead for the Eagles. But again, Johnson very capable of ripping off 14 in a row, so don't rest. But there's a turnover on a traveling violation called on Young, and this crowd is going crazy. Gym is still filling up, and the women's team on the left side of the bleachers, they are just as loud now as they were in their ball game earlier this evening. Rivers got the ball across the timeline with 2 seconds to spare. Ball doesn't hit the floor, and it goes back to Jackson, who takes the dribble. Guarded well by Smith. Pull up, fade away, no good. And a rebound for Adam Starks. Smith finds a man outside. The three-pointer from Starks does not go. Rebounded by McLeod. Long pass, Bass, blocked. Tucker with the block, and the feed takes it back. The layup, no good, and a whistle before Rivers was able to follow. Let's see if they allow the shot. I'm guessing no. No basket. And the foul called on Adam Starks. Official held up 3. Starks and Tucker both wearing number 3 on the play. I had to make sure before I said anything. It was Starks, Adam Starks of Johnson, averaging 3.9 points per game. Tucker's already 2 for 2. Make that 3 for 3 and 5 points, and he gets another free throw. Well, the dunk from Rivers ignited the crowd, but it came after the whistle, so take that one off the board. Eagles, at the moment, pending this next free throw, lead by 15. It's 28-13. Tucker trying to make it 29. Baskin back at midcourt. It is good. Tucker has hit 4 straight. All 4 of the Eagles' attempts so far tonight. Johnson is 1 for 4. They get the ball up court about as fast as you can get it. The layup, though, does not go. And a whistle underneath. Jump ball. Johnson has possession. Dean got a great shot of that dunk by Chandler Rivers. Unfortunately, it came just about a half second too late. But Tucker hit both the free throws. See if I can put that shot in the recap later on tonight or tomorrow morning. 3-point attempt from McLeod, wide to the left. Dixon takes the pass from Baskin, 1-on-2, and a foul reaching around from behind. Ray McLeod with his first and team foul number 3. And that sends Marcus Dixon to the line. He has not shot a free throw yet. Only Brandon Tucker has done that so far. Dixon at 41% from the line this season. Free throw number 1, a little wide to the left. Jakari Randolph now in. Stephen Branch heading off. Randolph, another very good 3-point shooter. Well, Dixon missed his first. Number 2, a little bit strong and a little wide to the left as well. Quick transition up the court. Pass to the corner. Starks trying to run the baseline. Defense by the Eagles results in a foul. I think that was Brandon Tucker, and that is the correct call. That is number 1 on the senior. And team foul number 5 of the first half. Suns inbound, trailing by 16. 7:12 left in the half. Young's shot does not go. Tucker pulls down the rebound. And a whistle over as Tucker got the ball near the baseline, and a reaching in foul called on Jake Smith. That is his first. It is on the floor. It's team foul number 4. Eagles still have 1 foul to give. Suns have 2. Rivers takes the inbound pass near midcourt. Now Baskin. And the Suns will slow it down and try to set up a good play to score. Dixon outside the paint, feeds Randolph. And the pull-up short jump shot is good. Randolph on the board. It's a 17-18 point lead for the Eagles. 31-13. 6:40 left to go. This is Smith. Collides with Randolph. No shot on the floor, and Jakari Randolph is called for his first. That's team foul number 6. So after the inbound, Johnson is in the bonus the rest of the half. Patrick Jackson in, Chandler Rivers out. Young thought about the 3, but Jackson put a stop to that. Mike Levy from the corner runs the baseline, and the ball is stolen away by Jackson. Baskin takes the football pass to the basket and off the rim, and Baskin has 8 points. Eagles lead 33-13 with 6 minutes and 6 seconds left in the half. Suns get the ball inside to Smith, and a foul as he tries to go up for the layup. I believe that was Baskin, but we'll make sure of it. Well, Brandon Tucker was also in the vicinity, and I believe the call was against Tucker. That is correct. That's number 2 on Brandon Tucker. Jake Smith at the line for 2. First one. First one does not go. Jake Smith at the line this season having some trouble, 35%. Did make the first one, my mistake, and number 2, a little bit too strong and off the back of the rim. Jackson rebounds, stolen away by Starks. Bounce pass to Smith, another bounce pass. Smith had a chance to score, but instead he found LeGrier, who does get the basket. 33-14, Eagles lead by 19. Baskin runs up the left side of the court. 33-16, that basket by LeGrier. 10 seconds to shoot. Ball goes off the leg of Smith. Eagles will inbound, but with 10 on the shot clock. Phil LeGrier with 7 points. He leads Johnson so far. Baskin with 8 leads the Eagles. 2 seconds left. Dixon, pull away jumper. It did not hit the rim, so that is a shot clock violation. Suns will inbound. So officially that goes as a turnover. But it's a 17-point lead for Coach Jones and the Eagles. And right now we hit the 5-minute mark of the first half. Smith goes inside the paint. And the pass for Bass. He will draw the foul on the jump shot. Rodney Robinson called for his second and team foul number 7. So the Suns are in the bonus the rest of the half. This is a 2-shot foul. Bass at the line, first attempts of the night. 52% on the season is Bass, and he gets his first. 3 points now for Mitchell Bass. He is a freshman forward from Kissimmee. Poinciana High School, majoring in business administration. Johnson has no seniors on the active roster. It's a much younger team than we're used to seeing. Free throw number 2 is good. Bass gets them both. He now has 5. Johnson, though, playing very good basketball, especially in the South region where they have won 6 out of 8. One of those wins against the Eagles on January 19th. Anthony Young had 13 points. Garrett Jones and Ray McLeod each put up 20 points in that game down in Kissimmee. Cedric Green had 12 of his own. Rivers for 3. That one hit both sides of the rim but did not drop through. LeGrier rebounds, takes it all the way, dishes it outside to Young. For 3. It is short, but the rebound and the putback from Green is good. He is on the board, and a timeout. I believe Coach Jones called that. At 4:10, the first timeout for Trinity Baptist. It is a full timeout. Trinity Baptist leads 33-20. The lead was 33-13 not long ago, but Johnson has come back with 7 consecutive points. In case you missed it, Eagles currently lead the power ratings. That is used to determine the seeding in the South Region Tournament. Johnson University of Florida is number 2. So tonight's game most likely will determine the number 1 and number 2 seeds. Bob Jones, number 3. Eagles are number 11 in all of NCCAA D2. Johnson 13 and Bob Jones 15. Toccoa Falls is number 5 in the power rating in the South region, but again, Southeastern ineligible for postseason play. So for seeding purposes, it'll be Toccoa Falls number 4, Pensacola number 5, and if Trinity College does become eligible, the Tigers, who defeated Trinity here Tuesday night, Trinity Baptist that is, would be the number 6 seed. If not, it'll be a 5-team field down in Kissimmee starting next Thursday night. 4:10 left in the half. Jackson takes the inbound pass. Eagles lead by 13. Baskin backs it up near the circle. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Eagles working the clock, using some time. Dixon passes, bounce on the ground to Jackson. That is a very well-executed play. Jackson fed Dixon, and the wall pass right back to him, got the basket. That ends a 7-0 run that the Suns put up during the last couple of minutes. 15-point lead. Branch for 3. This is good. Stephen Branch very close to 40% shooting this season from three-point range. He's now 23 out of 60. 18-point lead for the Eagles. They came back with 5 after the Suns ran off 7 straight. Green pull-up jumper is good. That's his second basket. He averages 7.32 points per game coming into tonight's play. Lead is 16. Baskin takes the long pass from the corner. Rivers fed Baskin. Now he and Branch play catch. Reaching in foul called against Anthony Young, and that is number 1 on Young, a junior guard from St. Augustine, majoring in business administration, a transfer from Johnson and Wales University. That is team foul number 5. But no Sun has more than 1. Smith, Young, Starks, Bass, and McLeod all with 1. I believe that was an inadvertent horn. Official's going to check over and make sure. No substitutions waiting at the table for either team. So now the Eagles are ready to inbound. 20 on the shot clock. Pass to Jackson. 1 dribble and a layup. Patrick Jackson, the power move, and the freshman from Cedar Key now has 9 points. He's passed his season average of 6.8. 2:33 left in the half. LeGrier takes the pass, runs the baseline, meets up with Dixon, but is able to keep possession. That is Young for 3. It's a swish. Anthony Young with his second 3. He now has 8. Eagles lead at 40-25. Baskin guarded by Young. Branch just hit a 3, and he's now hit 2. 6 points for Stephen Branch. He answers, and Eagles lead at 43-25. Their biggest lead so far has been 20. Young, another 3. It's good. So the team's trading 3s. Young 2, Branch 2. Rivers from about 10 feet is rejected. That was Bass. Eagles keep the ball, and Branch feeds Dixon underneath. And Dixon with the reverse layup gives him 6. And the Eagles lead 45-28. Young gets through 2 defenders, feeds LeGrier, and LeGrier could not convert. He got his own rebound, second chance, and again, as we saw Chandler Rivers do earlier, LeGrier followed his shot. So youngsters watching, make sure after your shot you go to the hole to try to get any rebound. 45-30. 1 minute, 3 seconds left. Baskin guarded heavily by LeGrier. Gets around the left side, and Baskin hit the floor hard. That foul will be number 1 on Philip LeGrier. Team foul number 6. Now both teams in the bonus for the final 56.5 seconds. Baskin got right back up, unfazed. Nick, another freshman, he's from Hawthorne, stands at 6'0", plays guard. Earned himself a lot of playing time this season. Fantastic shooter, especially at the free throw line. Some mop-up duties literally underneath, moisture on the floor. Eagles waiting to inbound. They have 20 seconds on the shot clock. 56.5 seconds on the game clock. Eagles ready to inbound. Dixon doing the honors. Bass trying to disrupt. Rivers takes the inbound pass and feeds Dixon right back over near the corner. Dixon, pull-up jumper, too strong, and right there is McLeod to pull it in off the glass. 45 seconds left. Young bounces off Baskin. 14-foot shot, gets the bounce off the rim. His first field goal and a timeout for Coach Craig Wilsman. It's a 30. So if I have it correct, he has used both his 30s. He still has 3 fulls. Coach Jones has 2 of each. 37.2 seconds left until halftime. Trinity Baptist 45, Johnson University of Florida 32. Marquise Duncanson was in pregame warm-up. He told me he's not ready quite yet to play in a game, but he will be ready, he says, by the tournament next Thursday. So we welcome back Marquise Duncanson. When I saw him warming up, I thought he would be in the game tonight. He tells me he's very close, which means by next Thursday, that should be enough rest, 1 full week after tonight. And we should see him down in Kissimmee taking some more shots. 13-point lead for the Eagles. They inbound. Clock right now at 33 seconds. Randolph past midcourt, guarded by LeGrier. Hands off to Baskin inside the circle. Baskin almost lost the ball. Finds Dixon underneath. Reverse layup. Dixon with 8. And the Eagles lead back up to 15. Young slowly across the timeline. Shot clock is off. 7 seconds. Long pass to Green. 3 seconds left. Young for 3. Too short. Batted up in the air. And that brings us to the halftime intermission. Trinity Baptist 47. Johnson University 32. Eagles want to continue the momentum as they come back for the second half. 15-minute intermission. We'll be back in 12 minutes. We'll recap the first half and get ready for half number 2. It's senior night here at Trinity Gymnasium. Stay with us.
obviously read through the thing, but obviously Marcus is an interdisciplinary studies major. Favorite professor Gary Judd, of course, graduated in May, which is the most important thing in terms of all of his basketball achievements and what he's meant here to this program. And on a personal note, he's been one of the finest young men that I've ever coached. He's been loyal. He listens. He's the last couple of years, more and more coming into my office, just spending time and talking hoops, talking about what's going on in the life of the team and what we can do to be better. He's just one of those great guys that's been great to coach. And so we love him. As a reminder, his favorite verse, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that was a verse that he claimed, especially when Mrs. Dixon was going through her health challenges. And we prayed for her and we supported Marcus through that time. And we're so glad she's doing great now. God bless this wonderful man.
Welcome back to Trinity Gymnasium on the campus of Trinity Baptist College. I'm Ray Bureau, my son Dean, our cameraman, bringing you the action. Senior night here at Trinity Baptist College in the final regular season game. And as you see on the scoreboard, the Eagles lead it by 15, but we've said this a couple of times already tonight. Don't rest on that lead because these Suns are very capable of shrinking it down and eventually taking the lead if given the opportunity. Eagles shot 57.1% from the field in the first half. Johnson 41.4%. Trinity Baptist hit 3 3-pointers and the Suns hit 4. Both teams 4 for 6 from the free throw line. Trinity Baptist has already had 8 players put points on the board. Marcus Dixon with 8 and Nick Baskin Jr. with 8. They trail only Patrick Jackson, who has 9, to help lead the Eagles. Brandon Tucker, Rodney Robinson, and Stephen Branch each have 6. Branch has hit 2 3-point shots. Chandler Rivers and Jakari Randolph each have 2. Nobody in any serious foul trouble, but for the Eagles, Tucker, Freeman, and Robinson each have 2 fouls. Jakari Randolph and Patrick Jackson have 1 apiece. Anthony Young leads everybody on the court with 11 points. Philip LeGrier has 9 for Johnson. Mitchell Bass 5, Cedric Green 4, and Ray McLeod 3. And only Adam Starks has 2 fouls for Johnson University. I mistakenly gave a foul to Philip LeGrier, but he has no fouls, thanks to Nathan Williams, our official scorekeeper, helping me out with that. Jake Smith, Anthony Young, Garrett Jones, and Mitchell Bass each have a foul for Johnson. Less than a minute left in the halftime intermission. Eagles leading by 15. Happy Valentine's Day, all you ladies out there. My wife Beth is watching us on TBC Eagles. Love you, hun. We'll do our Valentine's this weekend. I told her, and I promise, it is true, I went to get her flowers last night, but police officers were blocking the entrance to the flower shop, so I know I have to make it up to her. Hello to Glenn Thompson, also watching us here on the live feed. Charles Peoples and Deborah Burnett. We saw Charles, if that's Charles C.J. Peoples, who plays for Trinity College of Florida, came in here Tuesday night and won by 6 points, cheering on Brandon Tucker, who scored 20 Tuesday night against Trinity College of Florida. Ross Freeman had 13 and Rodney Robinson had 11. C.J. Peoples had a very good game himself. I don't have that information with me at the moment, but I know that C.J. put a bunch of points on the board, especially down the stretch at the free throw line, and Trinity College came away with the win. Right now, other business to attend to. Trinity Baptist leading by 15 as we start the second half. Rivers inbounding to Dixon. Nick Baskin, Brandon Tucker, and Rodney Robinson also starting the second half. And for Johnson, it is LeGrier, Young, Bass, Jones, and Green on the court for Coach Craig Wilsman. Baskin for 3 off the rim. Looked good coming out of his hands, but just a little bit too strong. And now Johnson has its first offensive possession of the second half. Young pulls up. Shot does not go. Marcus Dixon with the rebound. He had 5 of those in the first half to lead everybody on the court. Tucker for 3, a little too strong. Rebounded by Mitchell Bass. Deborah Burnett cheering on Johnson University. Her son Matthias, a member of the Suns. And that is Chandler Rivers running the baseline and getting the slam dunk. He now has 4, and that lit up this crowd. It's a 17-point lead for Trinity Baptist College. Anthony Young past midcourt, now at the top of the arc. Feeds LeGrier underneath. LeGrier guarded but turns around, eludes the defense, and gets the short jumper. He now has 11. So LeGrier answers the dunk with a nice short jump shot. And the lead is again 15 for Trinity Baptist. Rivers trying to get around his man. And a layup does not go. I thought one of the Suns players might have gotten fingertips on that ball. Not really sure, but it kind of looked like it. In any event, the Suns got the rebound. The ball went out of bounds. It is Johnson's ball. Only 2 seconds ticked off the shot clock, so they have 28 to work with. Chance to cut the deficit down just a little bit more. Elizio Sanchez, I remember you from coming in here Tuesday night, says that is CJ that we were talking about earlier. Great spin move, but a miss from Cedric Green. Missed opportunity for the Suns. Dixon feeds Baskin outside the arc. Now Robinson hits Dixon right underneath, and the senior able to put the ball in for his 10th point. I got to say hello to Marcus's mother during halftime. Mrs. Dixon able to make it to the ball game to cheer on Marcus in his final regular season game here at TBC. Dixon with the block, and the ball picked up at the baseline by Robinson, and a reaching in foul called on Cedric Green, and that is his first. Alicio had himself a very nice game here Tuesday night as well. Hey, I'm glad to see you're checking out the competition on the court. Remember, Johnson still has a game left Saturday afternoon at 2. Both the women and the men from Johnson will go up to Bob Jones. The ladies tip off at 12 and the men at 2. If you go to bjubruins.com, you Suns fans, you can click on the watch link that Johnny Gammett posted, and you'll be able to watch both those ball games. Baskin takes the feed from Dixon, a terrific pass. Dixon with the assist. Baskin now with 10. Suns waste no time at all. I couldn't even write that basket down before Jones responded with the short jumper. 53-36. Trinity Baptist with the lead. Baskin with the ball at midcourt. Finds Dixon. Hands off to Rivers through the number 3 hole. Little football reference there. Rivers finds Tucker, and Tucker lost the ball. Green was able to steal it away. Long pass to Jones, and another loose ball. Rodney Robinson on the defense. Finds Baskin, three-pointer, but a whistle's going to nullify that three-point shot. The whistle came before the shot, so I don't think the basket will stand. Robinson called for reaching in. That is number 3. Basket does not count. That whistle came before Baskin got off the shot. Now Ross Freeman will come in and Robinson will head off. Still a lot of basketball left. 16-41. (53-36) Eagles lead. LeGrier guarded by Baskin. Inside the paint. Ball stripped. Tucker came from behind. Tucker wide open. LeGrier coming up. The layup. Actually, that was a pass off the glass to Rivers. He wanted a foul. He does not get the call. And another quick transition up the court. Jones missed the opportunity. He was open with the jumper. And Patrick Jackson will come back onto the court. And it looks like Chandler Rivers will head off. So that looked like a design play. It took me a second to realize that, but Rivers unable to convert. Then Jones missed a jump shot at the other end, so a lot of action, but no points in the last moment or so. Jackson takes the handoff, goes inside, makes contact. Offensive foul called against Patrick Jackson. So no basket. Cedric Green got his feet still. Freshman forward from Augusta, Georgia, Richmond County Technical Career, a magnet school. He's majoring in sports and fitness leadership. Thank you to Coach Craig Wilsman and his athletic staff for allowing us this information on johnsonsuns.com. That has all the roster and schedule information and results, box scores from all the athletics. TBCEagles.com. I put up as much information as possible, including game recaps on TBCEagles.com. LeGrier, 17 seconds, finds Smith. Back to Green, just outside the paint. Layup, however, no good. Second chance from Smith, no. And a whistle with the ball on the floor to hit the baseline, and it's Eagles ball. Johnson missing some opportunities in their last couple of trips up the court. Eagles hanging on to their 17-point lead. And now a whistle on the inbound pass. Anthony Young called for his second foul. That is team foul number 2 of the half. Glenn Thompson reminding us of some of the conference records, which I do have written down. Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Bob Jones, 6-1 in the conference. What I saw earlier today said they were 6-2. Tell you the rest of the conference records at the next opportunity. That was BJUBruins.com I checked out earlier today. Freeman feeds Jackson across the court. Bounce pass to Dixon. Shot clock now at 10. Dixon pulls up from about 13 feet. No good. Baskin rebounds and draws the foul. There were 2 Suns in on the action, either Smith or McLeod, and it's going to be Jake Smith called for his second foul. Johnson University, 8-19 overall, but 6-2 according to JohnsonSons.com today. Baskin at the line, free throw number 1, very good. We said earlier that Baskin can shoot the free throws, and he just demonstrated that with his first. On the season, Nick Baskin has hit 83% of his opportunities at the foul line. With that one, he is now 25 out of 30. Number 2, also good. And the Eagles have a 19-point lead. Their biggest of the night so far has been 20. They led 33-13 at the 6-second mark of the first half. Right now it's 19. Here is McLeod. Finds Young, 3-point shot. Young has hit a couple of those. That one did not go. Tucker with the rebound. Eagles get it across midcourt. Tucker takes the pass back, goes all the way in. He will go to the line. 2 shots coming for the senior Brandon Tucker. And it looked like the official called McLeod. A little tough to see the fingers he held up, but that is correct. Scoreboard. Thank you to Josh Hughes working the scoreboard. He's an injured Eagles player, but keeping involved at the scorer's table. Tucker's now 5 for 5 tonight from the line. He's well over 70% on the season with that performance, and make that 6 out of 6. 6 of his 8 points have all come from the foul line. 57-36, 21-point lead for Trinity Baptist College. McLeod spins his way around, misses the layup. This ball's out of bounds, and it's Eagles basketball. Pensacola Christian College. You know what? I'm reading the women's score. So let me back that up and try again. So, Mr. Thompson, you were right. I was reading the women's records. Bob Jones 6-1, Johnson 6-2, Pensacola 3-6, Southeastern Baptist 3-1, Toccoa Falls 2-6, Trinity Baptist 6-5, Trinity College of Florida 3-7. Now, what good is writing down the information if I'm going to read it incorrectly? Well, we got it right. Jackson, jump shot, off the rim. LeGrier with a very nice rebound over everybody. Long pass to Starks. And that's McLeod drawing the foul. Couple of Eagles in on the action. We'll see who gets called. Looks like Brandon Tucker with his third. Well, let's go ahead and finish off those women's South Region records as Ray McLeod goes to the line. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Bob Jones, women's basketball, 6-2. Johnson University, 5-3. McLeod's first is good. Pensacola Christian 8-1 in the women's bracket. The Lady Eagles of PCC 22-7 overall on the season. Southeastern Baptist 1-2 at the update I saw on the nccaa.org. Toccoa Falls 2-6. Trinity Baptist won tonight, so the Eagles are now 3-8. Johnson with the loss, now 5-4. McLeod goes 1 for 2. And Trinity College of Florida 5-5. That's the women's South Region records. They will play at Pensacola next Thursday night. Young with the steal. Feeds Smith. Great pass, and the layup is good from Jake Smith. That's his first field goal. He has a total of 3 points. Eagles still leading by 18, 57-39. Hello, Jonathan Brown, checking us out on the live feed. And speaking of live feed, Jackson just gave one to Dixon, and Marcus Dixon now has an even dozen. I think Dixon wants to be player of the game on his senior night. He keeps playing like that, he'll get it. McLeod, second chance, and the layup is good. For Ray McLeod, that is a total of 6 points, 59-41. Trinity Baptist leads, 13 minutes left in the game as of now. Jackson and Rivers play catch. Rivers now hits basket at the TBC logo. Long pass all the way to the corner. Jackson for 3. He's hit a couple of them. That one a little too strong. McLeod feeds Smith, and Smith makes contact, but nothing called, and the basket is good. 5 points now for Jake Smith. He has done a very good job getting open, taking the passes, and making the layups in the Suns' last couple of trips up the court. 59-43 in favor of Trinity Baptist. Dixon just inside the arc. Hits Jackson for 3 off the rim. I thought that was going. Might have been a little wide to the left from his vantage point. Alley-oop attempt. Pass out of the reach of Smith and out of bounds, and the Eagles will take possession. Rodney Robinson back onto the court. He has 3 fouls. Jakari Randolph, he has 2. He's coming back in. Dixon and Jackson will both have a seat. Get a chance to get rehydrated. I'm sure we'll see them again before too long. Under 12 minutes left in regulation. Freeman takes the pass. Long three-point shot, little too strong. And the ball finds Nick Baskin at midcourt. Fresh 30 seconds for the Eagles. Baskin hits Randolph. Pull-up jump shot, in and out, and rebounded by McLeod. McLeod looks like he's going to take it. Instead, he finds Starks for the layup. No good. Rivers bats it away, then pulls it down, picks it up, finds Freeman. Inside the paint, fadeaway jump shot, and Ross Freeman on the board. His first basket. I'm telling you, all 10 men on the court at any given moment playing very, very hard. I love to see that hustle, and there's more hustle from Young. He now has 13. 61-45. Eagles have a 16-point lead with 10:57 left and counting. Baskin back at midcourt. I got just a few seconds to catch my breath there. Freeman for 3, no. Robinson rebounds, and a foul as McLeod stripped the ball from Robinson. And we'll make sure the official calls what I think he calls. Now the official's heading over to the scorer's table, and really no indication as of yet exactly what has happened. And a timeout has been called. Full timeout. 10:44 left on the clock. And was there a foul or no? I didn't see him indicate. I thought he was calling a foul. It might have just been an out of bounds. Robinson went up for a second chance and was stripped of the ball. McLeod got his hands on it. I thought the ref was calling a foul, but instead he's saying the ball hit off Robinson before landing out of bounds. 61-45, Trinity Baptist College leads. Hello, Mr. Willie McCoy, watching us on the live feed. Glad you're able to let us know you're watching. We've had an exciting ball game here tonight. Women's basketball game earlier today. Trinity Baptist came up with a big South Region win, 81-40. Madison O'Day, 25 points. Melanie Newton had 17. She hit 3 three-pointers. Ebony Smith had 11. Moesha Jones, 8. Selena Perez, 6. Gina Ingram, 4. And Leanna Julian, 2. And for the Suns, Kayla Kinney had 16 points. Misha LaPierre, 10. Kay Green, 9. And Markeisha Jones had 4. Eagles had possession, so I really didn't notice anything the ref said on that last exchange. He didn't give any hand signals, and with the crowd noise, I couldn't hear what he was saying. But that's Smith going all the way. A great job by Jake Smith going coast to coast. He now has 7 points, and it is a 61-47 lead for the Eagles. 14 points. Baskin trapped by 2 at midcourt. Able to escape and find Randolph and then Freeman, and they back it up to Baskin. 10 to shoot. Freeman wide open, thought about the 3, pulled it down instead, and his pass stolen by Starks. One man to beat. Baskin lets him go, and a nice job by Starks. And credit Nick Baskin making sure he didn't get the foul. It's still a 12-point lead, but it was 21 not long ago. Johnson, as we said a few times, capable of putting on runs. Eagles missed an opportunity, and then a second chance and a whistle after that second shot. Official at the scorer's table. Foul called on Ray McLeod. That is his second, and Rodney Robinson will have 2 free throws. He has not shot a free throw yet tonight. Eagles are 8 for 10 as a team. Robinson's first is a little bit too strong. That was a 1-and-1 opportunity. Eagles now 8 out of 11. Long shot from Young, does not go. But that is Ray McLeod able to get the basket. He now has 8. 61-49. And I'm going to see if that is correct, because I thought it said 49 a moment ago. There's so much going on. I might have lost track of something, but that is Nick Baskin taking the pass and getting the layup. Baskin now with 14. 63-49-51. Those 2 points scored by the Suns on their last trip up just now put on the scoreboard. So a 12-point Eagles lead. That's what I thought it was. 3-point shot, a fadeaway from LeGrier. He buried it. He now has 14. That's his second 3 of the night. And a whistle to stop play and give the official a chance to mop up some moisture on the floor. Meanwhile, Johnson has cut what was a 21-point deficit all the way down to 9. Like we said, this team can score points in a hurry. They have done that. Trinity Baptist leads 63-54. A great three-pointer by Philip LeGrier. Branch, 4-3 in response, no. Eagles have cooled off in the last few minutes. Now Johnson could cut it to 7 or maybe 6. McLeod goes inside, finger roll, no. And Robinson, as he's falling down, is able to get the ball to Tucker, who calls timeout as he got trapped by Smith and LeGrier. See if Coach Jones wants a 30 or a 60. 8:26 left on the clock. Tucker called the timeout. It is a 30-second timeout. Coach Jones has 2 fulls and a 30 remaining. Coach Wilsman has all 3 fulls. Going to pause here and catch my breath and be back in just a moment. 8:26 left in regulation. Eagles are in the 1-and-1 bonus, and they still have 2 fouls to give. Baskin takes the pass, finds Robinson at midcourt. It is Baskin, Robinson, Branch, Tucker, and Dixon on the court for the Eagles. Tell you the Suns players in a moment. LeGrier, Starks, Smith, Green, and Young. Tucker's able to hit Robinson, who gets the layup. A lot of contact from a number of players on each team. Robinson with the basket. He has 8. Eagles lead now 65-54. Smith feeds Starks, takes the 3, off the rim, off the top of the backboard, and out of bounds. That one didn't miss by much, but the high bounce cost the Suns a chance at a second shot on that exchange. Branch's pass to Dixon, inside to Robinson, and blocked by Smith. And a loose ball at the other end goes out of bounds. Tucker knocked it out. Suns will keep possession with 27 on the shot clock. Jake Smith rejected the shot on the other end, and now the Suns have a chance to get back to within single digits. Stephen Branch out, and the shot is a little strong from LeGrier. Chandler Rivers back onto the court for the Eagles. Baskin over near the corner, and the Eagles work it back to Tucker at midcourt. Rivers finds Tucker, top of the arc. Tucker, one dribble, and his pass is stolen by Young. Young trying to find Smith, who keeps the ball in bounds. Thought about the 3, instead went inside the arc. Green outside to Starks, wide open three-pointer. Green might have been better off. He was open pretty much underneath for the layup. Tried to go for the 3, and that may have cost the Suns a chance to score. Rivers inside contact, no call. Dixon's second chance is good. Marcus Dixon with 14 points, and the Eagles lead again by 13. Suns got it to within 9, but the Eagles back up to 13, and a block by Tucker. All ball. The body contact came after the block, so no call. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Suns. 19 on the shot clock. Cedric Green out. McLeod back in. McLeod took the pass, fed Smith right underneath. 2 bounces off the rim, no good. And out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson, and Johnson will keep possession. They get a full 30 seconds. Green takes the pass, finds McLeod, who goes to the left side. Tried to feed Young in the corner. Young looked like he wanted to take the 3. Might have pulled his arms down before corralling the ball, and the Eagles get the takeaway, leading by 13. 6 minutes and 10 seconds left. Hello, Calcina Major. Mother of Tabitha Major, a Lady Eagle. Big win earlier today. Bounce pass from Dixon to Robinson, off the glass, and Rodney Robinson now with 10. Marcus Dixon scoring not only points, 14 of those, getting rebounds. I don't have the rebound total handy, but he's also made some very nice passes like we just saw. So barring anything else, it looks like Marcus Dixon will be today's player of the game, and that's Brandon Tucker getting called for the foul. If I have it right, that is number 4 on Tucker. For Johnson, Garrett Jones checks in, and Jake Smith will head off. Jakari Randolph will spell Tucker. Most likely see Tucker down the stretch, especially if Johnson starts to pull close. Right now, it is a 15-point TBC lead, 69-54. Shot clock at 15. Green guarded by Rivers. Nice screen by McLeod. Green gets around, finds Jones in the corner. LeGrier, a long NBA range 3 and then some, and that's the third 3 for Philip LeGrier. He has 17, and the Eagles' lead is 69-57. Philip LeGrier can shoot the three-pointer. Don't give him too many more opportunities, Eagles. 5 minutes left. Young knocks the ball away, but Baskin picks it back up. Goes inside the paint, pull-up jumper, no. Baskin gets the touch from Robinson, and Baskin right there followed his shot and scores his 16th point of the night. And we have a traveling violation called on Young, and the Eagles catch a break. Turnover gives it back to Trinity Baptist. 71-57, 14-point lead, and some more housekeeping duties. These men working up a sweat. Again, everyone who's been on this court does exactly what we want to see them do. Play hard, hustle all the way. Not one person for either team is taking it easy on the court. Miss Major watching from the Bahamas. Well, you missed the game, but it's still up on the TBC Eagles page. So after this one, you can go back and check out the Lady Eagles. They had a very good game here tonight. And on the other end of the court, we have some more mop-up duties. So a slight delay. Well, that gives the players a chance to catch their breath. 4:37 left to go. Eagles lead by 14. Jackson takes the inbound pass. Baskin now at midcourt. Allows his teammates to get up court into position. Eagles could start to work down the clock, leading by 14. We'll see what Coach Jones has in mind. Again, you don't want to stop the scoring and give Johnson a chance to make another run. They've cut it close already. Robinson kept the ball in bounds. And on the steal attempt by Starks, we have a collision and a foul against Nick Baskin. That's only his first, but it is team foul number 5. That at least stops Starks from making the pick and getting an easy fast break. So not every foul is completely negative. It did stop the action. And it looks like we have an official timeout as Coach Jones wants to come and check the floor, see if there's any more moisture. Now everybody's ready, and it also looks like maybe Robinson might have lost a contact lens. And fortunately, he's able to find it quickly. Ross Freeman will check in for Robinson. And Robinson will head off, and we have 4:13 left in regulation and a 14-point lead for the Eagles. Right now for Johnson, it is Smith, Starks, McLeod, Jones, and LeGrier. And for the Eagles, Rivers, Freeman, Jackson, Dixon, and Baskin. McLeod takes the pass, finds Jones, who runs the baseline, but Dixon with the block. This one is out of bounds. It is still Suns basketball, 23 on the shot clock. 71-57, Eagles lead by 14. Hello to Michael Lobatos. Three-point shot from LeGrier. He's been red hot in this second half, and that cuts it down to 11. That is 20 points for LeGrier, 11 in the second half, 9 of those on three-point shots. Coach Wilsman now talking to the officials, and it looks like the officials are going to give some kind of a warning at least. Coach Jones getting an explanation. The crowd noise, I cannot hear what the officials are saying. Well, we're going to pause here for this timeout. 4 minutes and 1 second left. Eagles 71, Suns 60. Stay with us. 4 minutes, 1 second left. Eagles lead by 14, 71-60. Phil LeGrier just buried a three from the corner to cut the deficit down to 11. As we said when he made that shot, he has been red hot, especially in this second half. Eagles try not to give LeGrier another opportunity for a three. Freeman takes the pass, ball knocked away. Jones with the steal. Green runs to the left side, and it looks like we are going to go the other way. Foul against Johnson, and it is called offensive foul on Adam Starks. That is his third. Team foul number 8. Eagles have committed 6, so both teams essentially in the bonus the rest of the way. Long pass to Rivers in the corner. Baskin wide open, now guarded by 2. Rivers finds Jackson. Tried to hit Dixon. The ball got away. Suns with another opportunity. Smith will draw the foul. And Baskin probably would have been better off because Smith already had that layup and the lead over Baskin. 9 points for Smith. Coach Wilsman wants the intentional foul, which would mean 2 shots and the ball back. We'll see what the official calls. It is Baskin getting called for the foul. All 3 are going to talk. They're going to make sure they got it right. Let's see what the final decision is. The basket is good. It's just going to be a foul against Baskin and a 3-point opportunity for Jake Smith. He is 1 for 2 tonight. Right now, it is a 9-point margin for the Eagles. Smith, 35% from the line coming into tonight's play. He's hit 1 out of 2 so far, and this could make it an 8-point game. Brandon Tucker back on. Patrick Jackson off. Tucker playing with 4 fouls. Josh Hughes in. Remember, Judah Hodges is out with a knee injury. So is Jordan Jansen. So is Ja'Kale Walker. This one misses. Rodney Robinson pulls down the rebound. Marquise Duncanson will be back for the tournament. Baskin missed a couple of games with flu-like symptoms. Eagles trying to get back to full strength before the South Region tournament. Rivers for 3 off the rim and knocked out of bounds. Let's see what the official says, whose ball it is. It's Suns' ball. Eagles fans very unhappy with that call, but now Johnson could pull to within 7 or maybe even 6. LeGrier will inbound and expect him to get into position for a 3-point shot. The way he has shot the ball in the last few minutes, that's what I am very much expecting. He's over in the corner, guarded by Baskin. McLeod lost the ball, got it back, and a foul called on Dixon. Now his hands got the ball, but there was body contact. That's number 1 on Dixon. McLeod has hit 2 out of 4. He is 63% coming into tonight's play. These are big free throws. Under 3 minutes to go. Number 1 is up and good. Suns were 4 for 6 at halftime. Uh, 6 for 11, counting that free throw just hit by McLeod. Number 2 is also good. 2 big clutch free throws by Ray McLeod. He's in double digits. It's a 7-point lead for the Eagles. Coach Jones calls a timeout with 2:53 left to play. He has 1 full remaining. Coach Wilsman has 3 fulls left in his timeout bag. Well, again, Johnson trailed by 21 earlier in this half. They have worked it to a 7-point deficit. 64-71 for the Eagles with 2:53 left in the ball game. It is Eagles basketball after the 2 free throws from McLeod that pulled the Suns to within 7. Eagles got the ball past midcourt before the timeout. 26 seconds as of the inbound, and the shot clock now at 20. Baskin at midcourt, guarded by 2, and a kick by Jake Smith. So the Eagles will inbound. 15 seconds left. Even though that's a violation, Smith may have kept the ball from getting into the hands of an open Eagle. Shot clock now at 12. Tucker in three-point range, 2 men on top of him. Great pass from Dixon to Robinson for the layup. He now has 12, and Dixon with another assist. Smith going coast to coast for the layup. He answers. He now has 11. And again, it is a 7-point lead for TBC. And Smith will be called for the foul. That's going to send Baskin to the line for 1-1. For Jake Smith, that is his 3rd personal. Nick Baskin is 2 for 2 from the line, 16 points overall, over 80% on the season. That's not a guarantee, however. This could be a big free throw. Number 1 is good, and he gets a second. So that makes it an 8-point lead with 2:22 left. Free throw number 2 also in there. A 9-point Eagles lead. Pass inside to McLeod. Tucker on the defense, but McLeod beats him to the punch. Tucker playing with 4, cannot afford to get that foul. McLeod took advantage. He now has 12. Just now hit the 2-minute mark. Rivers close to midcourt. Finds Baskin. This one is 3. It's off the rim. And rebounded by LeGrier. He gets up court very quickly. Finds Smith, but Smith couldn't control the pass. Rivers with possession. Bounce pass to Robinson, and a foul. Robinson hit the floor very hard for the 2nd time tonight. This time very slow to get up, and McLeod just got his 3rd personal foul. Suns fans screaming for a traveling violation. Eagles fans screaming for a flagrant foul. Call's going to stand as is, however. Now the question is, was that in the act of shooting? 2 shots for Robinson. He has not attempted a free throw yet tonight. On the season, Robinson at 46% at the line. Only Brandon Tucker for the Eagles is at the lane for the rebound. 4 Suns are there. Eagles on the defense. They're going to give up the rebound unless the ball goes right to Tucker. First free throw is good. $13 for Robinson. Free throw number 2, good. Eagles have done the job at the line. They are 12 out of 14 at the line, if I'm counting correctly. And the Eagles just got possession of the ball. Inbound pass to Chandler Rivers. And almost a steal for Starks, but Tucker's able to keep possession. Shot clock at 16. Tucker takes the pass. Feeds Robinson outside to Baskin for three. It's good! Baskin now with 21. Eagles lead by 12. Make that 10 as McLeod gets the layup. Very fast transition. He now has 14. And we have a stop in play. I believe that's a timeout by Coach Wilsman. Full 60-second timeout. He has 2 of those left. Coach Jones has 1. 65 seconds left. 80-70. Eagles lead by 10. We'll be back in just a minute. Eagles have possession with a 10-point lead. It is currently a 4-possession game, but Philip LeGrier has the hot hand from beyond the arc. Eagles want to try to keep it out of his possession. They can work down the clock, leading by 10. Suns are trying to foul to stop the clock. Rivers goes inside, contact, and a whistle. Foul called on Ray McLeod. That's number 4. Chandler Rivers will shoot 2. These are his first attempts of the night. On the season, Rivers at 62%, 28 for 45. All 4 Eagles teammates back on defense. Baskin, the only one on the front court, but he's very close to midcourt. Number 1 from Rivers is good. And a whistle before the second free throw for a substitution. Jake Smith will come in for Garrett Jones. Rivers hit his first. Big free throw number 2 is good. So Rivers 2 for 2, 6 points overall. Trinity leads 82-70. 51 seconds left and a foul. Young will shoot 2. We'll see which Eagle gets the call. No indication as of yet. Now the call is against Nick Baskin. That is his 3rd. Young has not shot a free throw yet tonight. These are his first opportunities. Very good, 76%, 60 out of 79. As he heads to the line for 2. Number 1 from Young is good. That gives him 14 points. Suns have hit 8 free throws now. Make that 9. And the clock will stop with the Eagles leading by 10, and it looks like Eagles are heading to the line for 2 shots. It's going to be Nick Baskin. He is 4 for 4 tonight, 21 points. That is team foul number 10 against the Suns. Eagles have committed 9, so both teams essentially now in the double bonus. Baskin hits his first. He has hit all 5, and as a team, Trinity has hit 14 out of 16. Johnson, I'm counting again to make sure I got it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 14 if I've counted everything correctly. 48.7 seconds left. Free throw number 2 does not go, but the Eagles have done a great job, 14 for 17 in foul shots. And we're going to have a foul as the ball's knocked out of McLeod's hands. Foul called on Marcus Dixon, that's number 2. And 2 free throws for Ray McLeod. He hit 2 just a little while ago. 4 for 6 overall on the night. 42.5 seconds left. First free throw, little too strong. Hit the front of the rim after the initial bounce and did not go through. According to the power ratings, this game could determine the top seed in the South Region Tournament. It's not necessarily only the conference record, but the power ratings that NCCAA puts out. The next one will come out this coming Tuesday. Free throw number 2 is good. McLeod goes 1 for 2. 10-point lead for the Eagles. Bounce pass is knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Trinity Baptist. 41.8 seconds left. Robinson will inbound. Cedric Green will try to disrupt the inbound pass. Suns need a stop, and we have a whistle. Player on each team at midcourt, and the official's going to come in and separate them. And now we have a timeout for Coach Jones with 41.4 seconds remaining, and the Eagles leading 83-73. We'll be back in just a moment for the conclusion on TBC Eagles. On my sheet, Coach Jones is out of timeouts. Coach Wilsman has 2 fulls remaining. Of course, that's assuming no mistakes, and I've been known to make those mistakes. A lot of action going on. It gets hard to keep track of. 41.4 seconds left. Eagles lead by 10. The inbound pass, the clock is running. And we're going to have a foul on Adam Starks. That's number 4. And it will send Chandler Rivers to the line for 2. Double bonus for the Eagles. Rivers has hit both his attempts so far tonight. About 63% on the season, counting tonight's 2. And the first one is good. Now, I know Nick Baskin scored more points, but I'm naming Marcus Dixon tonight's player of the game. He scored 14, and there goes the senior off the court. But he also got a bunch of rebounds. I'm unable to keep track of rebounds and assists in addition to everything else. But he also made some fabulous passes to assist teammates in points. Now, Hunter Lang, the team manager, said he wants to join us for a post-game interview should the Eagles win. We'll see if Hunter comes on to say hello to us before we head off the air tonight. 20 seconds left. 21.3 to be more specific. Ball's out of bounds. Eagles will inbound. Chris Brinson and Skylar Snook look like they're going to check in to finish things off. And we should see Brandon Tucker get his ovation as he comes off the court in his final regular season game. And listen to the crowd. Dixon got his ovation, and now here's Brandon Tucker. He finishes the night with 8. He is one of the leading scorers on this team, averaging 10 points per game, trailing only Marquise Duncanson at 10.3. So the regular season careers of Brandon Tucker and Marcus Dixon have come to an end as we have a foul. Snook and now Michael Shields on the court for Coach Jones. That foul will send Baskin to the line. He has hit 5 out of 6 and has 22 points. Make that 23 as he hits number 1. 20.9 seconds left, 85-73. Make it 86 after that second free throw. Baskin will finish as a game-high scorer with 24. Starks a three-point attempt, does not go. Rebound by Shields. Ball knocked away, and Shields will have an opportunity to get on the board with the free throw. Michael Shields in very limited action, looking for his first point of the season. He has 2 opportunities. And that is foul number 5. Called on Adam Starks. Now heading onto the court, wearing number 11, Daniel Cantave, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Shields' first free throw does not go. Well, the Eagles are going to go to 7-5 in South Region play. 13-15 overall. That's including 4 NCAA Division I teams. Shields misses both. 3-point shot from Cantave does not go. Brinson pulls it in, lets the clock run down, and that's the ball game. Final score, Eagles 86, Suns 73. Now we're going to keep the camera rolling. We'll turn off the mic, and we'll see if Hunter Lang is going to come up and join us for a post-game talk. So stay with us. We'll be back. Yeah, the defense was terrific. A lot of blocked shots, some steals, some forced turnovers as well. The best thing I saw tonight, I talked about Marcus making some passes. Eagles moved the ball great, found open men. Everybody played exceptional team basketball tonight.
Yeah. Really, Marcus, he's been doing really good the whole season. He's a great team leader. He's been playing really, really well lately. Proud of him. I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss Marcus.
Now, I don't know how much of the women's game you were able to catch, but 81-40, the Lady Eagles, their best game of the season, I'd have to say.
They did really well. They really needed that win. I was very impressed with the ladies.
Well, we swept the doubleheader tonight. More importantly, though, the South Region tournament coming up, this win tonight could have secured Trinity Baptist as the #1 seed. We'll know for sure Tuesday when the new power ratings come out. But what do you think of this team heading into the postseason?
I think we're doing really good. We really need this win. We've been the last 5 games, we haven't been doing as well, but I think we've been stepping up in practice. Coach Jones has really gotten this team getting going. I think the #1 seed is going to be good for us. I think we could really do well. Marquise might be coming back next week. So I think we'll do good. I think we'll do good.
Now, the good thing is you did have a rough stretch, but these guys never get down on themselves. They knew they had to get the job done tonight, and they did, and it's not going to be an easy tournament. Yeah. This is a young team, but we can see the talent, and if these guys can stay together, we're looking at least 1 or 2 trips to the national tournament, hopefully this year.
This team has a lot of potential here. A lot of freshmen are stepping up. They're doing really well.
Now, I'm going to try to flag to see if I can get either Marcus or Brandon to come up, but they're not looking this way at the moment. But what a game Marcus had, and Brandon, team player. He didn't score all the points tonight, but like we said earlier, helped find the open man, and Brandon Tucker, a very big leader on this team.
Yeah, he's been doing well. I'm proud of Brandon. He's a great player.
Well, I'm trying to flag him down, but they don't see us, so I'll just have to talk to them more in private. Okay. Final regular season game, and both the women and the men come up with big South Region wins here tonight. Gentlemen win it 86-73. The ladies won 81-40 earlier. Hunter, any last thoughts before we say goodnight?
I just want to say we've done really well this season. Hopefully we'll keep doing that in the playoffs, and hopefully we get this championship.
Well, let's hope it goes well down in Kissimmee. Johnson University of Florida is the host school. My son Dean has been our cameraman. This is it for basketball. We still have many baseball and softball games to bring you here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. For Dean Bureau, our cameraman, Hunter Lang, the team manager, Coach John Jones, the athletic director, and the men's basketball coach, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night. God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.